Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And some strong running. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
And this certainly doesn't seem like an ideal situation for them because they're coming in on a losing streak, and they've got the quick turnaround right here to Thursday night. But maybe that's for the best. Get right back on the horse and go at it again and not dwell on the losing that they've had in recent weeks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A look there at the defensive starters for the Colts. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Completes it to Benjamin. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game?
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Davis. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak, but we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplified their offense, and they'll just let their playmakers go out and do what they do best.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brees. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open, and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Let's do this.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 25 yards on the play there. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Breeze now to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, a give to Davis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
95-56, 95-56. We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. To throw is Breeze. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the carry, it's Davis. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Breeze going to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Davis. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. The numbers for Davis last week, 20 carries, 122 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. On play action, now Breeze. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. 3rd and long for Cousins. Benjamin's got it. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a play fake. Breeze. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Davis. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A 1st down carry for Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
95-56. 4 down.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Funches has it complete. And running with power here. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. This is Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Come on out here. Come on.
Now Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Davis now. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Going on the ground with Madison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Cousins complete. It's Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Catch made here by Campbell.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Breeze now on 1st down. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll run on first down. Davis.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 27, Breeze. This goes underneath to Doyle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now, Breeze again. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's 21-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level, and it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Colts pick it up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the catch made by Hilton. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Breeze now. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funches, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His 5 touchdown passes have him on a record pace. As for the call of the second half, we'll turn it back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our Players Spotlight. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football. There's nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play that time for the Colts. 53 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Davis. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Brees. And he rifles one incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Brees. He's got Jack Doyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Ready. Yellow lady. Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run with Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Brees firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brees. Campbell making the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Crowell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. 2nd effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by an Isaiah Crowell touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll find his receiver. That's Chad Beebe. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Benjamin. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And an alley to run. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Now Breeze lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And now out comes Minnesota. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after him, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Cousins going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. On 3rd down, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chad Beebe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Everyone felt like this game was over, but to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score, Colts 42.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give, right side. Benjamin, a limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with a run by Davis. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Crowell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Quick throw here to Hilton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. Funches has it complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Throwing now is Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing, Cousins. Benjamin's got it. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 23 yards on the play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This fielded at the 2. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Breeze. He's got it to Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here.
On play action, it's Breeze. Catch made here by Campbell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Davis, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A second down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Cousins to throw it. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Man left, man left. We got 4. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
3 down, 3 down.
First down, here's Cousins. And incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Single, single.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. To the air again, it's Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephen Weatherly. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
5-8, 5-8. Mike's 5-4.
Stay with your man.
Watch twist, twist.
On third down, Davis. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Cousins on first down. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Let's go.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. Chad Beebe. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score, Colts 45.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and inches, Breeze. They'll set up the screen with Davis. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
That's it, baby. Ladies. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue down.
On 2nd down, Davis.
Run.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go, fellas.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Cousins now. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, Steve. Let's get off.
Cousins now from the 50. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And Diggs has it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, Cousins. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A first down throw for Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 45.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Hey, eat. Hey, let's get in them holes.
On 1st down, it's Davis. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go again with Davis. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 7. A little under 50 seconds to go. Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Freeze on the keeper.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in.